Hello there, I'm Dejan, and we continue video. So, as you can see, this is gonna be a long video, and for what you see from the title of it, I'm not alone, I'm with Chad the Third. This is a little cut of what was the live of the Tekken talk that I had the luck to do with him on the Discord call. I wanted to cut this piece because I think this actually is a very thorough talk that we had in only 40 minutes, which is actually a short time for what you will see the amount of stuff it contains. And it contains a tier list, it contains opinion, a ranking system and everything, and it really emphasizes how two players, they have the kind of two different views of the game, as I am way more instinctive and he's way more mathematical and nitpicking, very wanting to know any single nit and grit of the game. Really reflects as well on kind of opinions that we have, that even if they are kind of aligned, they come from different angles, and I found it very interesting. And I wanted to share this with you, as is probably a very just beautiful conversation to watch if you're a fan of the game. And I don't want to keep it, there is a lot of talking going on, so just enjoy the show. Before it starts, just please, if you haven't done it yet, consider subscribing to me. If you haven't subscribed to Chad, please go and subscribe Chad. He does amazing content, he speaks about Tekken, he does a lot of stuff about Virtua Fighter at the moment, and he's very good at what he does, very good. But apart from that, too much talking, enjoy the show.
It's gonna be, in fact, you know what? I was thinking about this. It might be a bit of a hassle on your end. Really quickly, or let's try and do it. You need to go and make a tier list right now, yeah? Go on tier list, try and make another tier list, but this time we're gonna go top 5, top 10, top 15. Top 5 to 10, 15.
Let's do it, it's 2 of us. Let's do it.
We only got half an hour, so we'll do it quickly, but we can't do everything.
Let me just
top 5,
do one
top 10,
thing.
top 15.
Let me just do one thing in this case. I just put the stream already in the background here, so I just need to switch tab, and we have it ready. Here we go. Oh no, if I go back, I have Tekken 8 already here. Where is it? Clear, reset. Here we go. Now, okay. Top 5. I mean, I think the top 5 is gonna be at least the top 4 is always the quickest.
Okay, so yeah, for sure, but we'll see. All right, let's all. Okay, who do you think is a lock for top 5? A lock, non-negotiable. Who we put?
1, and you want me the 4? At least the 4? I mean, the 4.
Yeah. For who? Yeah, I want to know who for you is a lock, and then we'll.
I mean, honestly, it's not even that much of a lock for me anymore.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
It's just, it's like it's still here. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I'll put it there just because of the +7 that becomes +5 is stupid.
Brit Bruv in the chat saying Lydia top 10. Listen, okay, listen.
Yeah, if you have a good day.
This motherfucker's been trying to sell me on Lydia since forever. Lydia is in bum tier, but anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Jin, Yoshi. Again, I might be a little bit behind if I'm looking at the YouTube. Okay, Jin, Nina, Yoshi, Dragunov for locks. Okay.
Yeah.
You've done interesting. I already have one potential disagreement, but
okay. Oh yeah, it's probably, I know, it's this guy, right? I think I remember it was this guy that you don't agree with. But it's
no, for me it's Jin.
It's Jin. Yeah, I know. I was.
Oh yeah,
Jin.
I was
sorry. I said this guy. I have to remember you are delayed.
Yeah. No, but I think yeah, for me, Jin is the question mark, because I think. So here's my question. You're gonna lead this, all right? And I'm just gonna challenge you.
Yeah.
Jin or Alyssa more powerful?
Jin. Easy.
You feel Jin is more powerful?
Jin speaking.
Or go continue. Yeah. I was gonna say Jin or Fang.
Jin. Like for me, Jin is honestly here.
Okay. Jin.
Because I play mainly online.
I hear that. Jin or lore.
Of low? Okay.
Or lore.
Just as an ex-low main, I know how crazy it becomes. Like the math with behind the DSS is so insane that probably low is one of the most top 5, like still in top 5. Low.
Okay. The last challenger. But the thing is, I'm not really fighting you when it comes to Jin. I think Jin is definitely in conversation. I just don't know that he's a lock for me. The last challenger I would have for Jin would be Shaheen.
I think a lot of my weakness with Shane is just because as well I'm not used to fight him. I think Shaheen is more or less on the same level than Low, but Low I consider him like
Yeah.
the strongest on that level.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
it's
then
like for me.
who are you putting in for five then? I understand your argument because I've had this debate before. I think for me, I actually think Alyssa is a lock, genuinely a lock. We just don't see her as often, and the only people who play her online are idiots. But like, if someone with like moderate skill pilots Alyssa with her movement, her damage, her mix, I think she's actually up there with these other characters. But um, the last slot, number five, is always debatable for me, and I'm not going to argue
Yeah.
with you for putting Jin there. So I understand. I
So
understand.
it's like
So
for me,
so is Law going to be in top five for
I
you?
put Low just because
Hmm.
it's more mainly because I'm probably the one that I'm most aware of his potential because I played him as well a
Hmm.
bit. I haven't played that
Hmm.
much in 8. I want to play him back.
Hmm.
But yeah, he's we have to remember he has E dash confirmable 10 frame country
Yeah,
launcher,
time
guys, as well, which
frame
it
counter launcher
doesn't
is
need
ridiculous.
at
Yeah.
all, guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
dumb damage. The slides in this game are ridiculous. So we can go through real
yeah,
mix. Like yeah.
slide is such a safe-ish low because it gives you always less damage because you get a float damage.
Yes, yes.
Especially if you are in infinite state, just throw it out, guys. Just
It's a hell sweep without hell sweep punishment. It's like
yeah,
what are we doing? What are we doing?
exactly.
Okay, that's not the worst list. Okay, so then top 10. Let's go.
Top 10.
I don't have too much of an issue with this list, but there are certain people that I need to have in top 10, but I want you to lead. Who are the
Yeah,
next five?
top 10 it starts to become tricky because, as I always said,
Okay.
there is an argument for half of the roster to be in top 10. But I will
Yes.
put my. What I will put in? So, definitely you, Claudio, is arguably the most solid, simple character
Hmm.
in the game.
Yes. Okay.
There is not much
Audio.
to say about him.
Okay.
Um, like, the top 10 starts to become hard. What
Really?
Shaheen?
I feel like everyone we mentioned, if they're not in top five,
Yeah,
have to
no,
be top
because they
10.
can be in top 10, but who is in top 10 and not in top 15? I'm trying to make it like
Yeah,
I'm trying.
that's where yeah, exactly. That's where it gets dicey.
That's the tricky
Yes, I
because
understand. Yeah. For me,
arguably
top 10 and top 15 is where it gets tricky. Like, yes, I understand. But like I feel like we already kind of have mentioned the whole list. Shaheen is somewhere. Feng is somewhere, right?
Fang, like for me, this is because I'm shit at breaking throw. King is higher.
Oh no. It's not just you breaking through. King is busted. King is definitely top 15 minimum.
Oh
I'm with
wait, I
you.
forgot. Sorry, I forgot the bear. Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
So I have
Bear is
Claudio,
I'm with
Shaheen,
you.
Bear, Brian, and King.
Okay.
Brian is still is mainly until he doesn't get nerfed. Is QCF one
Sure.
plus
Yeah,
two,
QTF1.
and he's
Crazy.
down. Like people doesn't talk about it, but he's down back 1+2 guys. You know, is
Hmm.
the double punch, the old combo ender.
Hmm.
Is I haven't tested, but I think it tracks the same way as down for free used to do with Dragonov. So if
Jeez.
you sidestep the first hit, the second hit is just gonna look at you, do a
Looking at you.
180 hit
Yeah.
you, and
Yeah.
trust me, that hits way more than QCF 1+2, way more,
Yeah. That's
way more.
here's okay. So here's a question because I cannot believe that Feng has escaped your top 10
Because
personally.
I play him, I know it. It's like yeah,
But then you should know. I play him too. Then you should know. You should.
I
You
know.
should know. You
It's like
know.
I
And then,
know.
but then also,
He can be that.
let me give you. Okay, I'm gonna challenge you. You see your
Go
top
ahead.
10. I'm gonna tell you who I am. Give you challenges. I think Feng. I think I have to challenge you for Feng.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have to challenge you for Alyssa. And while I don't necessarily think she's in top 10, people will call me a clown if I don't mention Xiaoyu.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So I think these are three other challenges. So my question is, and again, this is your list. Are
yep.
you confident that we're going to leave these three people off? I just have to ask. You can say
Yep.
yes, but are you confident that we're leaving these three people off?
Let me put it like this. If I bring a Tekken Emperor and above, solid Tekken player, like solid enough Tekken player, there is no, he has some salt, no? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a Xiaoyu main, Fang main, or
Mm-hmm.
Alisa
Listen,
main.
man.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts a debate why he thinks his character is stronger than these guys. I will
Mm-hmm.
never say none of this character cannot be in top 10.
Yes, yes, yes. It's debatable,
I'll
yeah.
say that's right. That would be
Yeah,
hypocritical of me saying
of
that I have
course.
first all this knowledge and second
Mm-hmm.
just all this blank certainty that you can just graduate such complex character in such complex game
Mm-hmm.
so strictly.
Yeah.
It would not be possible. It would make the game kind of plain actually at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. I hope I
Okay.
make the point on this.
No, I understand what you're saying. So then, in that case, okay, I just wanted to challenge you. But again, this is why I hate tier lists a lot of the
Yeah,
time because they're often just like you have 20 people in the S tier. Like, what does that mean? What does S tier mean? But I think when you force people to say top five, top 10, top 15, you get some really interesting conversations, right? So, and it's always going to be debatable. So, okay, I don't have too much of an issue with this list so far.
yeah.
So then top 15 though,
I
if
can tell you.
if all
Look,
three of if those three characters I've mentioned are not in the top 15,
no,
you're
no, they
crazy.
are in the top 15. No worries, they are in the top 15.
Okay,
No worries, they are
okay,
they are in the top 15. The only thing I
okay,
would say is like the reason, guys, why King is up here is not just because of his throws. It's just because he has the best power crushes in the game, and
no,
don't
he's
forget
up there.
one.
He's up there.
It's like in
He's
a
up there.
game like
Yeah.
this. I mean, these so many power crushes is so
Mhm.
strong and muscle armor, which no one talks about. S-
Character's dumb.
So,
Yeah.
fact but
If
not
this was,
fact.
in fact, you know what? I'm gonna be even more controversial. If this was a carried tier list, King would be at top five.
If
Like,
I can,
if
oh
we're talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
if we're talking about
easy.
characters who can compensate for your lack of genuine Tekken knowledge, few characters stronger than King at this. And again, that doesn't mean that you are bad if you play King. Don't read it like that. You could be the best player in the world and play any character. But in terms of like the gulf between actual Tekken skill to output results, King is up there. Xiaoyu's up there too. And let me be real,
Yeah,
right? Like there's man, real bad. But anyway, yeah, continue. Okay, so we've got Xiaoyu, we got Alyssa, we got Fang, we got Kazuya, we got Lily.
but
Interesting.
again,
I'm
now it's
liking this.
becoming now that he's top
It gets tougher. It
15,
gets
is
tougher. It gets
even
tougher. It
is
gets
like
tougher. Yeah.
it's still like yeah. Where is Victor? Where is Heihachi? Where is Clive? All these people is like, especially top 15 here does not exist. Like top 15 is a top from top 5 onwards. You can literally make an argument in this game that every character is so vast they can fit there. Apart from maybe the bottom 5-ish until a certain point as well. Anyway, because in ranked, even Deviljin is super strong in ranked. He
Yeah.
has some crazy tools, very risky, but he has some crazy tools.
Mm-hmm.
They are not as solid as Fang, Brian King, and all these guys, obviously. So
Mm-hmm.
mathematically, you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, he's not as good," but they're very
Yeah.
gimmicky. Like how many
Mm-hmm.
times you've been caught by back four?
Yeah.
No,
No, it's true. It's true.
it's like now, yes, it's like yeah, I place this five, but I really would like to place Victor. I really would like to play Heihachi. I really
Yeah. No.
hate how much Heihachi is downplayed in this game, guys.
Yes. Yes. But if this is the thing, and again, I want to make sure that no one in the chat gets too crazy of being like, "Oh, I moved this guy up." Listen, there are people in top five who you can make an argument for being down in top 15, and there are people in top 15 that you can argue for being top five. This is why it gets, but it's fun to have this conversation. Here are
Yeah,
my challenges for the top 15.
yeah,
My challenges for top 15 are Victor.
yeah.
I think people really sleep on Victor.
Oh no, Victor is strong.
Clive, Heihachi. I think those are the only characters I look at and I go, people might question our sanity for not putting
Yeah.
them on that list.
So
Um,
so
but yeah, continue.
so let's start with Clive.
Okay.
So Clive, how people place on rank, I would not place it up above these guys just because generally speaking, these guys they play better with this character than Clive people plays with Clive on ranked.
Okay.
But then when I
Okay.
was in Turin, I actually discovered I
Hmm.
played one casual match
Hmm.
in our flying event Invictus, and I didn't know that this guy was K-Top, which is a top 8 finalist of ATC,
Hmm.
and he's a
Hmm.
Clive main, and he
Hmm.
absolutely obliterated me. And I didn't know
Yeah.
who he was.
Yeah. I think Optimized Clive is we've not seen it yet. And when we do,
Go to
we're gonna
like
have problems.
don't like if you don't want to see how bad it goes into the Clive's hole, go to watch K-Top gameplay. It is
Yeah.
insane what he can do, how he just destroys your like block, and then you guess wrong 30%.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
pure Tekken 8.
Yeah. We
But
see some yeah,
still,
it's true. Feels like a night.
because I mainly talk about the ranked experience and everything, I think
I
like I
understand.
find way more annoying Lily, way more annoying Fang, way more
Sure.
annoying Kazu. It's just because people has been playing those characters for decades,
It's true.
for a decade.
But here's another character though that I have to put on a challenge list, and I feel bad. She's hiding, Reina.
Oh, Reina. Nah, but unfortunately,
Mm,
like unless you get to the Supreme,
yeah.
uh, with Reina, it's very tricky. I feel like
Mm.
against that, she's my favorite stance character to fight against because she feels the cleanest, even if he's a stance heavy
Are
character.
you for real? I hate fighting Reina.
I'm fine with her.
I hate it, and it's not necessarily because it's hard. I think I have a really positive win rate against Reina. I just hate. Like, why am I minus right now? Like, why I blocked the mid? Why am I minus right now? Like, I'm increasingly, maybe it's because I've been playing a lot of Virtua Fighter. Like, I just come back to this game like, why am I always minus when I successfully block something? What is happening?
You're
What
always
is
minus in
happening?
this game, man. Come
Oh,
on.
I know, but like, it's when you leave and you come back, it's like you go, this is crazy. The combos are too long, and you go, why am I always minus? Why am I always having to like? Why am I having to take a quiz
Yeah.
after I block the thing successfully, right? And why is it a complex quiz? Like, and like, ugh. Anyway,
And
yeah,
I think
Reina's
it's related, it's very
yeah,
interesting. I think it's related to the fact that at the end of the day, even if our ranks are not that far away, they're still two separate worlds. Because like once you get to the Tekken Emperor, Tekken God, like
mhm.
every step is a giant leap. It, it,
No, I
it,
understand what you mean.
and
I
it's
understand.
like
Yeah,
the
you start to see.
Reinas
Yeah.
I meet is like
Hmm.
one every three always hit confirm
Yeah, I
Saint
see what you mean.
A3, like
Yeah, yeah.
most of the time they
Flow
just
chart
throw it
Reina.
out,
Yeah,
and they become they are very autopiloting their mix-ups.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
if sometimes works and brings them there, they don't notice that, and if you are aware of that,
yeah.
even if she's a kind of tough matchup for Brian, because Brian wants to control the neutral and she does it
Control the
better
neutral. Yeah,
at the end
yeah.
of the day. But
There is
yeah,
no neutral. Yeah,
Heihachi,
there is not.
look, Heihachi for me was like it's like I used to say, oh, he's top 10. Like, okay, maybe he's not top 10, but like he literally has this mechanic that gives you a run for free. There is no, if you don't win when you are in Warrior Instinct, it's your fault. Heihachi man.
Yeah, you know what? I can see Heihachi becoming the best character in the game over time because I think I can see other people getting nerfed and then they just keep forgetting Heihachi. Like Heihachi isn't as far from the top five
No,
as we
yes,
think
the
he is.
second best damage.
But
He has a higher damage. If you had the execution, he has higher
yeah,
damage than Brian.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's the
So
second highest damage in the game.
I can see it happening without us paying attention. Like, what the fuck? How did this happen? But he's not there yet. So I understand. So then are we gonna say then that top 20 everyone else is going to be in the detail list. And again, just because you're detail list doesn't mean you're good. You can win with anyone, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
like, who's top 20
One,
then? Who's
two,
the last one?
three, and let's put Reina and as the top 20th, definitely. And
Lee.
yeah,
Yeah, oh yeah, we've been sleeping on Lee actually. Actually, that's another challenge I should have had for top 15, if I'm being honest. Lee's
yeah.
a nightmare too. Um, but okay,
Lee
cool,
is
cool,
a
cool.
nightmare. It's again, it feels like Lee's a nightmare, but as well, is either you get either spammy Lee with back 3-3 and slide, or you get try
Mhm.
like very solid players. But
Yes.
again, it goes back to I am the back. I'm playing Tekken now. When you play against League
Yeah.
players, usually you are playing. It's usually like it feels like you are playing Tekken again. I don't know if you get what you mean. It's probably because as well his hit
I
is
know,
normal.
no, I know exactly what you mean. But here's my question, okay? So now we can just put everyone else in detail, okay?
Yeah,
So here's my question. What you said about Lee, I genuinely feel about Jin. When I fight Jin, I'm playing Tekken. He just has better Tekken buttons than me, but I'm playing Tekken. When I play against like Shaheen or King or Kuma, I'm like, we're not actually playing Tekken anymore. Like I don't know what we're playing, but it's not. Oh, Alyssa, we're not actually playing Tekken. Or Xiao Yu in Heat, we're not actually playing Tekken anymore. Like, uh, so it's interesting. I think the only one that to me, and again, I know that people in the chat will be like, Chad, you're fucking crazy. I get it. The Jin hate is strong. The only one that I look at this list and I go, putting Jin in top five to me in a game with Shaheen in it and Alyssa in it is crazy. Because for me, Alyssa is a war crime. Alyssa is a war crime because she has legitimate Tekken buttons, like legitimate Tekken buttons,
yeah,
and above Tekken movement, but then also all the gimmicks you could want. And that chainsaw situation is literally just guess. And
yeah,
then if she's in
yeah,
heat, it's just guess, but you also lose even if you block.
yeah.
Like to me, Alyssa is a genuine war crime. But the thing is, we don't see her that much online for her power,
No, once you get
and
to
we
high
don't
rank,
see
no,
her. Yeah, and we don't see her in tournaments as much.
exactly.
So it's easy to just be like, well, she's not that strong. But I truly feel that Alyssa is more powerful than Jin and Law. Like I truly feel that. I truly feel that way.
I don't
But
know.
again, I
You
can
can make
disagree.
an
But
argument
I
for
get
like
it.
in this game everything is so volatile. I honestly
Yeah,
think
and
like especially from coming from you, I will always respect your argument because as you are 20 times more knowledgeable than me, as well because you are a lab monster. You like I know your way like the game is a puzzle to solve. I know your philosophy behind Tekken. While I am way more on instinct, I slam my head against a matchup 1,000 times on ranked, and eventually I learn it. And that's how I've been cooking since the day one. That's
no, I get that.
I'm a very instinctive player. Okay.
No, I get that. And to be fair, like I think I'm very analytical, but like that's only because like I'm a poor executor. Like I don't actually I don't I'm not like we need black hair if we really want an expert. Like
Oh no no no.
but I
Yeah,
do
it's Brian.
think yeah, of course. But honestly, when I look at Alyssa tactically, I'm like she is really dumb. I see Cbims left a message being like Hurang is rubbish. Hurang, okay, I'm gonna say something really controversial about Hurang. Mathematically, Hurang is not strong. He belongs in the D tier. Okay, but his design is such that in a first to two, Krang is a nightmare because he can make us both gamble,
Yeah.
right? If we want to talk about characters, I'm not going to say carried, C-Bims, I'm not going to say carried. That's too far. But if we're talking about like, hey, if I'm fighting against a person who's superior to me at Tekken, I think Hurang is one of the best for overcoming that. There are other characters who's like, if I'm not better than you at Tekken, I'm just gonna lose. But there are other characters who are like, at the end of the day, you still have to guess. Xiaoyu is a crime? No, absolutely. Xiaoyu is a crime. In heat, Xiaoyu is a crime. Xiaoyu,
Like the back
I am
turn.
shameless. I am shameless when I say this. Yeah, when I play Xiaoyu, I have to make a decision. Do I think I'm better than you at Tekken? If I think I'm better than you at Tekken, I'm gonna try and whiff punish you. I'm gonna try and play real Tekken. If I'm not, I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna activate heat and make you guess for your life. Xiaoyu in
You
heat
can
is
always
dumb.
switch between the two, you know, at the same
Yes,
time,
you
and
can
you
always
throw off
do.
your opponent
Yes,
so much.
yes, yes.
It's
Anyone who says that Xiaoyu in heat is not just strong, broken, is lying to you. Her shit in heat is capital B broken. I have stolen games from people who have played superior to me the whole round. But I landed one launcher, I made you guess at the wall, you guessed wrong, now 50% of your health is gone. The entire round before I activate heat did not matter. All that matters now is can you guess right on the mix-up I'm going to force you to. And God forbid you get hit by the heat splash and then guess.
Yeah, but
Then it's
that's the
over.
point. But that's the point with the game, guys. It's like just to make you understand. I have over 2,000 matches with Brian, okay. And if you have a stage with a wall, every stage with a wall, okay, and I get the first counter it, good luck, just good luck,
Yes.
because now is I get you to the wall, I pop it, I do my taunt setup, and then it's up to you. I press double taunt, so taunt tracks. If you're moving, then you get clipped. And I just need
Mm-hmm.
to do taunt hit smash. Just be aware, guys. I've been saying this a lot of time. Is
Mm-hmm.
a bugged, is not solved. I don't know
Yep.
why. To input
Just do it.
taunt hit smash, you have 8 frames. It should be
Yep. You just do
one.
it.
You have
You just do it.
eight.
Yep. No,
Eight.
I don't think that's a bug. I think they did that intentionally. They want you to have that taunt. They don't only want taunt setups to be unlocked to the skilled players. They want everyone to do it. I don't. It's not a bug. It's a
You know
feature.
what it should be?
Also, when you said, Shura said something interesting. Like Shao Yu's forward four on loan is force gas. But here's the thing. Again, outside of heat, how dangerous is the low? It's like 12 damage, right? On immediate timing. It does nothing. And by the time I've charged it up twice, you can backdash out of the low. So it's again, that mix up outside of heat is trash. But if it's in heat, you immediately have to guess. That's the thing. I love hypnotist mix outside of heat. It's actually a really fair thing because it's only really
Yeah.
useful on Oki. But in heat, forget about it. Like you just have to guess immediately. And also, again, that low, again, not to downplay Xiaoyu, but that low is minus 13, regardless of how much I charge it, right? So if I do instant, I get 12 damage if it hits you. So nothing, no knockdown, no nothing. And if it gets blocked, I get like a real punishment or potentially launch if I'm against Kazuya, right? So it's actually a really bad mix for Xiaoyu outside of heat. But the second she's in heat, and so her level 1 charge becomes level 2 and vice versa, all of a sudden it's like one of the best mixes in the game, right? So like even forward 4, I think it's a perfectly balanced move outside of heat. Put her in heat though, all the hypnotist mixes are disgusting, are just unfair. And the fact that she can, if she just does hypnotist and does nothing, she can get heat back by just hypnotizing, hypnotize walking.
Oh yeah, that's
What
true.
would they think? Yeah, she could.
Oh,
This
that's
character is. Yeah, she
true.
could just. So if you refuse to engage with her, which is what you're meant to do against Xiao,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. Okay, go. I'm just gonna charge up. I'm gonna keep maximum heat. This I am. It's like putting this in a microwave for you. Like you're gonna have this meal whether you want it or not. This heat mix up is in the microwave for you. It's coming, bro. It's
Oh man,
disgusting.
that's
Oh, I
disgusting. I
love it.
didn't
I
remember that.
love it. I love it.
But no,
Sometimes I
no,
don't want to think. I don't want to think. I just want to guess. I just want to
no. But
gamble.
that's the point. But that's the point. It's like Brian does the same at the end of the day, and it's like there is with Shura. Brian has one touch king. Brian has always been a one touch king, guys. Okay, let me just.
Yeah, true,
Whoever
true.
says, "Oh, this game is too much damage," Tekken 7 was two launches and you're dead. Like, let's be clear. Two launches in Tekken
Oh
7 and you're dead.
my
Ev-
man. Who said that? Who said let me send them a clip. Let me find a clip for them real quick.
It's
You want to
like
talk about too much damage?
Tekken 7 damage was way worse. No, 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 no. It's, I brought it up. I just brought it up myself. No one says
Uh,
no one wrote
I'm
there
about
is
to
too much
say.
damage. But it's like
I'm about
it's
to
one of the
say.
recurring theme of the complaints of Tekken 8. The damage is
Uh,
it's like
you ain't seen shit.
like like
You ain't
no
seen
the damage
shit.
and it's not super Akuma hard shit. Every character could do 60%. In
Yeah.
season 3 in Tekken 7 you don't remember they had to increase the health bar in season 4 because it was
Do
not
you?
anymore
Yeah,
enough.
exactly. Yes, yes, yes. Harada. Yeah, they had to increase that. Do you remember Paul just like random counter hit into Death Fist, into Rage Art cancel, bounce.
What a magic word you pull out, but HR cancel, Jesus.
Rage Art cancel into Death Fist, and you just be like 90%. And you'd be like, cool, cool, cool. And God forbid it happened on the fucking Geese Howard stage with the wall. You're
Oh
done. You're
yeah,
done.
yeah,
You're done.
yeah,
You're done. You're done. You're
yeah.
done.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
It's like the real problem with Brian, guys. The real problem with Brian now is that
I got
the
the clip. I'm
guard
gonna post it to you on
that
Discord.
he uses his tech, his up for two wall combo, which is the strongest in the game when he's buffed by his install. If he gets you to the wall, he pops it, he uses the combo, then he still gets the guard break. And that's because you have infinite installs once you are in it with the characters, and that's something you should change. So that if I don't have infinite installs, if I don't pop it and I get my install back, basically what happens is that I use my super wall combo. I get you 60% because I actually consumed a resource that my character has. But now, because I don't have any more the resource, I cannot guard break you anymore. Yes, I can taunt set up and everything, but you taunt setup, you have to learn the matchup. You can deal with taunt setups. Is not mathematically always you get taunt and launched.
Yeah.
But you use the resource, you don't get the guard breaks anymore, which you can technically react as well, but I would not say that it's easy to react to that shit online. It's hard.
But listen to us right now. We're talking about so much stuff, which is why there are some people, and I want to make it clear, I want them to be right. But there are some people who are like, oh yeah, I'm excited for this talk, man. They're gonna fix everything. I'm like, I don't think it's possible, bro. Like there is so much on the small individual level, on the deep system level. I'm like, what are they? We have not even talked about rank system. Will they address the rank system? Will they say, "Hey, look, we're changing the rank system," or will
Hey,
they know rank system is working as intended?
my
Like,
best
you know what I mean? Like,
videos are on that.
no, because it's the most relatable, right? Because it's like the mode that we have. And I'm really curious to know, will they say no, the rank system is working well, or will they be like, no, we recognize that ranked is kind of unsatisfactory, and we're going to change it?
They always change.
Will they?
They always change the rank system. Like in Season 2, in Tekken 7, they did address the rank system actually,
Yes,
which
they
was
do. They do.
way too pure.
Yes.
It was the opposite though. The rank system was way too mean. It's like,
Yes.
because the rank system in Tekken 7, it was something like, imagine
I
you got
disagree.
Tekken
I
King and you got
disagree. I
240,000 prowess. That's the rank system in Tekken 7
Let me
since
let me just let me
Green
just say
ranks.
something.
Go
Hold on,
ahead.
let me just say something. The original Tekken 8 7 rank system was fucking brutal, and I loved it.
Yeah, of
I'm
course it did.
sorry. The only way I go up is by bringing someone else down. A rank system truly was a rank system. It is a pecking order. What percentile skill of the player base are you in? Like, that was the point of ranked. And yes, it was brutal because you would spend months, if not a year, in the same color bracket. I get it. But you knew you fucking belonged there, bro. Because your win rate in there was 50%. It was 50%. Like, man, I love that shit. That shit was, and like, you would watch high level tournaments, and like, fucking tournament players would be purple ranks.
Yeah, you will see
Tournament
Fujin.
caliber
Oh my
players.
god, he's a Fujin!
He's a Fujin!
Are you crazy? He's a Fujin! So
You
now
see that
Fujin is
blue
basically
and you-
green ranks.
It's basically.
No, sorry, I don't
this,
mean
this is
anything.
what.
To...
No. Blue ranks, it is true. Blue ranks is like every Tekken. You remember you used to talk about green rank hell, right? There's always a rank bracket where the noobs are no longer here, and now it's like the intermediate towards all
Yeah.
kind of climbing towards elite status. There's always a level where that is, where players are kind of like moving their way up, and it's like, and you have to grind. And green rank hell was like that first grind spot. Whereas now, the first grind spot, I feel like is blue ranks for everyone. For everyone. That's where you like once you know a combo and you know your frame traps, you're pretty much gonna float your way to Fujin. But then once you're in Fujin,
I think
you
like
struggle.
the green ranks now, the green ranks level is around, I would say is around the red and orange red is like the first two green ranks, what was the brawler level. That's where the brawler is on the red ranks, which sounds crazy. But it's just like, for me, the biggest problem is not even how they just change basically the meaning of the color. I don't give a fuck about that. It's just colors at the end of the day. You know, if you want that in this iteration of the game, the red rank is going to be the beginner level, so be it. It's not a problem. For me, is the double standards meaning of the blue ranks, which strips away meaning for
2.0.
people
Yes.
that get there. And you have people that grinds and sweats and he reaches Tekken King for the first time just to get absolutely obliterated
I am
the
so
match
scared.
after.
There are players in my Discord who are really, this is their first second game and they're working really hard. And like I know a lot of banter, but like, and it's gonna sound so weird and cringe for me to say this, but I'm genuinely proud of the amount of progress they've made because like I banter with them all the time and they're working really hard and they are working really hard to Tekken King. And on one hand, I'm like, I'm rooting for you. At the same time, I'm like, when you reach Tekken King, you are going to get demoted so fucking hard. And all the work you have done to this point is going to make you feel like shit, right? Because you're going to get there, and now you're going to get matched exclusively with people who are in the 250,000 K range, and it'll be the largest difficulty spike you've had. So you spent a year working towards this Tekken King rank, which is like the next level for you. It makes sense, and it's going to do and I'm really upset. Like I'm really preemptively upset because I know it's going to happen, and it's really frustrating. And they're like, "Oh, I really want to get Tekken King. I really want to get Tekken King." And part of me is like, "I really want you to get Tekken King," and also like, "I really don't want you to get Tekken King." Like, I know you think you want this, you don't, because you'll get there, and then you'll just be like, you either stop playing entirely, right, or you'll keep playing, and then you feel like shit because you'll get demoted back to Raijin.
Yeah,
despite the fact that you were above Raijin for the longest time. It's
horrible. Let me just address one guy that says, Shura 1607 says Tekken King is not really a high rank anymore. To be honest, it's like, unfortunately, it's the system that strips value out of it, because you have people that reaches Tekken King, falls down, and goes back there.
No, I would go even further than that. I think people who maintain Tekken King, let's say the second time, they are better than most players at Tekken in the world.
You're high.
You're better than most Tekken players on planet Earth. You will beat most humans who play Tekken if you reach Tekken King. Like, again, you have to understand that we're like in a hypercube. We focus exclusively on the highest level of play. So compared to the streamers and stuff, yes, you're nothing. But like, you have to put it in the broader context. If you reach Tekken King and you maintain Tekken King, you are better than most human beings who play Tekken.
Yeah, when you make it back.
You know what I mean? It's like being a college level basketball player. Yeah. Okay, you're not in the NBA. You're still better than most human beings at basketball. Like, you have to put it in its context.
Let me make a clear instance. I reached Tekken King the first time, and I fell all the way back. Because after I reached Tekken King, I said, okay, I want to get some coaching as well. I got some coaching, and my coach told me, look, dude, you're going to lose because you have to play in a way that you never played, because you're playing like shit, basically. That's what he told me. It's like, fine, okay. Plus, the prowess matchmaking changed because I just reached Tekken King. All of this happened in one go. I went back to Battle Rule. And I felt so shit. There's no other way to describe it. It was daunting. I think it was 1 month after I was back at Tekken King, and there is still the post on my channel. It's like, I'm back at Tekken King and I'm here to stay. And yes, I got back to Bushin a couple of times. It happens when you should stop playing, you don't stop playing. But I go back to Bushin, and 15 minutes later I'm back to Tekken King, and now instead on Tekken Emperor. And it's like, once you reach it back, it's like as me not like the rank system after you reach Tekken King and you keep on grinding is actually not bad. It's very demanding. You lose usually 200 points more than what you get. It's hard. It's rough. And I actually like it because it feels like you're earning these ranks. The last ranks, you earn them, really.
I hate them. I hate the escalation of difficulty. For me, this is a preference. It's a preference. I understand it, but it's a preference thing. I get why you like it.
No, but I was getting there. It's like it feels too much of a difference, too much of a jump from what it is before, which is carry you by hand and then it drops you in the pit of. It's like Heihachi is the ranking system.
Yes. Yeah.
He carries you to the pit
Yeah.
and he just toss you in the shed. That's what he does.
Again, it's nostalgia. Oh, the old game was better, but I just like the fact that like the old Tekken rank system didn't get more complicated. The only thing that got harder were the people you had to fight. Because but the Tekken system asked you was like, can you maintain a 50% win rate against this caliber of opponent? If the answer is yes, you move up to the next caliber opponent. Can you maintain a 50% win rate against this caliber opponent? If the answer is yes, you move up to the next one. Like, and it's like there's an honesty in the ranks, and you feel like you're going up. Whereas now, it's like, okay, how many Dragonovs or Ninas did you face today? Like, it's what's really, I've lost all motivation to play ranked. I reached Tekken God Supreme with multiple characters. And multiple people are like, oh, just go into rank. I'm like, no, because here's what's going to happen if I go into ranked. I'll go up, I'll go down. I'll go up, I'll go down.
Yeah.
I'll go up, I'll go down. And eventually reach GOD and go, yay! And then I'm like, well, am I going to stop playing forever? No, I want to play again. And what will happen? I will go down. Like, I watch players who will reach GOD. Like, I don't know if you've watched like Yasuka, right?
No, I
like,
haven't watched him.
He'll reach GOD and be like, yes. And then I'll come back in 3 days later and he's taking Emperor again. And then I'll come back 4 days later and he's Supreme, trying to get GOD. And I'm like, this is a Sisyphean task. It's not real the way it was before. Whereas before, if you reached a new level, a new color, you knew you had genuinely leveled up as a player. And you could say that confidently, consistently every time, right? Whereas now it's like, look, if you happen to get a streak of scrubs, you go up 2 colors. If you happen to get a streak of killers, you go down 2 colors, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, and it's just like, I'm like, why is it gambling?
You know, I've been trying to get Tekken God for a while. I consider it like I wanted it to be my targets. Like I get Tekken God, I can chill a bit with Brian and everything. You know who blocked me? Who was the last person that blocked me? Nino. With his sub king.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like okay, so I've gone
Guys,
down.
I am not Tekken God because I lost against the European champion, okay? That's the only reason why I'm not Tekken God.
Bro, but this happens though. You're there being like,
you wanna play the high level.
let me try and get my Shayu up, and then fucking Starbreaker shows up, and I'm like, fuck my life, bro. And then K-Wiz shows up on his Dragonov, and I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here, fam? Like, and when it happens back to back, because you're playing at prime time, so you just like fucking what's his name? The Asuka player, Irish Asuka player.
Fergus.
Fergus, because he's an online warrior and he just fucking just blows you. I'm like, fuck my life, bro. Like, why? Why? And it's like, yeah, sorry, Chad, you don't deserve. You get demoted now. You're taking Emperor again, and you're like, but it's Fergus though. like, so you just end up having this thing where we're like, okay, I just need I need to log on at an hour when none of the killers are online, only the scrubs are playing, and I get up there, and it fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah, it is very daunting. But at the end of the day, partially that's as well when you want to play at the highest rank. You want to get the highest rank and everything. That's something that is part. You need to understand that's part of the game as well. It's like you are gonna eventually face the strongest one.
Yeah, but I think, in the past, it would be like I would not face those guys until I was Tekken God.
Exactly.
Like, and not only like until I was Tekken God only. That would be it. Whereas now it's like Tekken Emperor, you're fighting fucking like just absolute killers. Like,
yeah, I got Nino, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
His prowess was above 500,000.
Yeah, it's like fuck my life, man.
Or close to 500, like 490,000 at least. But it's like, we live, John? Is it live? I'm on the page. Let me refresh.
We live, Jan? Yeah, it's just start.
Yeah, we live.
Are they on Twitch too?
I don't know. I keep it on YouTube because I have the premium, so we don't get advertisements.
Yeah, good shit. Good idea.
But yeah, it's not starting.
I'm just checking. No, I've just checked Twitch now. It says please wait. They have not started.
Yeah, but please, guys, I don't think they're just gonna start and like, hello, this is Anna. No, they're gonna do the countdown and everything. So no worries. I don't think we're gonna lose anything.
No, they're on Twitch now. They're doing Tekken Live Season 2 special. I'll keep an eye on the Twitch to know if there's a difference between what you see and what I see.
Okay, great. If it is on Twitch, if it goes live on Twitch, oh my god, this.
No, we'll watch it on YouTube because it'll be better to watch on YouTube because we can scrub back. But I'll just let you know.
Yeah, we refresh.
Yeah.
Very refresh.
But
By the
yeah,
way, I just want to
it's
say, guys, I never had so much people here. If it's great, I wasn't expecting, especially at this time. It's 3 a.m.
yeah,
So
true.
yeah,
Well, this is like the last hope, so people are
yeah,
hopeful, whether
yeah,
they're cynical or optimistic. Everyone's
yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Also, I know you're too proud to say it, so I'll say if you're watching this live stream right now and you're not subscribed to Dejan or hitting the like button, you're an asshole. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now.
No,
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 no, no, no.
no, 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 no. Yeah. No, honestly. Show some love. Show